Hello?
It's prime time!
Let's dance. Let's just dance. Let's dance. Hello?
Yeah, because I had you were like accusing Michael so adamantly.
Yeah.
You were. Dr. Pepper, Zero Pepper.
Yeah,
because
yeah,
I had
yeah,
you were like accusing Michael so adamantly.
Yeah.
You were.
Oh no! Oh yeah! Okay. That was cool. Oh, what?
Hey, yo!
Okay, so I just have to say, I think I've said this before, but I just have to say that I go live and then I have this 5-minute timer. So I run off and I grab a Dr. Pepper and I make sure I've got lip balm and I make sure I've got all of these things. Oh, Rumi, thank you so much. Thank you for that. I really appreciate that. And I kind of leave and then I come back and it fills me with so much joy seeing everybody just spam these commands. I love that sense of community we have and that we come up with all these on our own, and that like, it's just a really, really, it's an amazing feeling actually to come back and see all of these awesome little commands have been, and I got nervous for a second thinking that maybe they weren't working, but oh, they're totally working.
Ladies!
But I just really appreciate it. I really do. It just makes me really, really happy to know that like, that makes you guys, that's something you guys enjoy. And I think that's awesome. So let me give shout outs to everybody. We've got Fresh and we've got Trekkie. How are you, Trekkie? Michael, Cage. Good to see you guys. Good to see you. We've got DJ and Rumi. Thank you for resubscribing, Rumi. I really do appreciate it. If you'd like a song snippet, you know what to do. We've got Susie Grace. We've got Jordachi. Hey, how was the wedding? Okay, y'all. So Jordachi popped in for a second when we were all watching my dad's Christmas show on Saturday, and he was looking very sharp. He was at a wedding. We've got Cage. Am I missing anybody? I don't think so. I am existing. I totally feel that. There are a lot of days where I feel, oh, did it happen? Did I miss it? What song was it? Oh, you don't think you've ever redeemed a song this whole time? Wedding was good. Nothing broke. So I guess I did my job that day. Well, there you go. That's fantastic. As long as nothing breaks. Do you want, Fresh is trying to do your song snippet for you. Do you want Disney or do you want pop? Or do you want a song at all? You don't even have to have a song at all. It's totally fine. The one thing that I wasn't able to do today was sketch out any more Cornifer. So I'm not exactly sure how that's going to go down, but we'll figure it out, I guess. Because so I did some of it while we were watching my dad's play on Saturday, which you guys that were there, you can let everybody else know how you felt like that went, because that was it's a weird humor, and it's not for everybody, but my dad's a funny guy, and but it's definitely not for everybody. So, I hope everybody enjoyed and had a good time. We had a good time. I was cracking up, but I also have a lot of memories all wrapped up in that show. So, and actually that Saturday was my dad's 74th birthday. So I actually was afraid I was going to get like super emotional. I didn't, but I talked to him that day on the phone, and I did get emotional. After I talked to him, I had like this little mini meltdown, because he's getting to that point where I wonder if I'm ever going to see him again, and that sounds really dramatic, but he is. He's getting older, he's up there. He just looked older. And I really, really wonder if every time I'm like, oh, we've got to figure out a way to get together or something, because, I'm worried that I'm not going to be able to see him or something like that. So it was a moment. I definitely had a moment. I'm trying to think of how I should tackle this. I think what I'll do is I will do this blue area right here. I think I'll fill in the black outline, and then we'll start in on that blue. I think that is, because that's just a couple black things down there. My dad's a few years away from 70, which is really weird to think about. I know, it's really odd. And it didn't strike me until I saw him in Vegas this last year. And all of a sudden, he just looked he'd lost some weight, so he looked great, but his hair was a lot more white than I remember. Not even gray, like just white. And he was standing there in like the like classic dad pose with like his hands behind his back, just like standing there kind of like rocking on the balls of his feet. And I was just so struck by how old he looked. And I say old in a really kind way, but DJ says, I was thinking of watching your dad's play, but nursing a hangover that morning, I decided to nap at about 4 p.m. and the next thing I know, it's 2 a.m. Oh man. Well, there you go. That does happen. That definitely happens. Okay, so I don't like doing this without sketching it out first, but I think I can manage. Well, you'll have to ask Michael and Alcondros and Femi. And who else was here? Bishop was here. I mean, it was good. Like, we had a good time anyway because we were all hanging out together and it was really fun. But it was just, I was just like, I said a disclaimer at the beginning. I was like, listen, it's okay if you don't find this hysterically funny because it's definitely not for everybody. Katie mentioned the idea of us all traveling for the holidays next year, and he seemed very enthusiastic about it. He said the same thing to me when I talked to him on the phone. He was like, we've got to find some way to get all of us together. And just the way he said it, it made me, that's what caused me like my breath to catch, because I was like, does he feel like it's almost time for him to like move on, or like, can you feel that, or do you know it's coming, or maybe not? Like, I don't know, I was probably reading into it too much, but he you know, my dad is a part of a blended family. He's part of a gigantic blended family. My stepmom has 5 kids, each of which have quite a few of their own kids. And so he was kind of thrust into this crazy big world of all these kids, and he loves them all and he adores them all. But he misses his own kids. And that's totally legit. Hey, Ghosty, how are you? Oh, Jordachi, it's okay. We've decided that our next watch party will be Megamind. Have you seen Megamind? Because Megamind is a delight. I don't know when that's going to happen, but it'll happen at some point. Okay, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. But we really have to. Oh my gosh, it's Bishop. You've never seen Megamind? How are you, Bishop? I hope you're doing slightly better today than you were on Saturday. Okay, well, Megamind is a gem. I feel like it's an underrated DreamWorks. I feel like it didn't get the recognition it deserved for whatever reason. I don't remember when it was released or what was released at the same time, but it is absolutely, it's a gem of a movie. It's fantastic. It's probably one of my favorite animated movies ever. So we'll watch that one next time. I just have to pick a day. Megamind is delightful. It's so great. It's so great. It's very, I don't know what I was expecting, but that was not it. But it was phenomenal. Definitely one of the best animated movies I've ever seen. And it was DreamWorks of all things. I've been working on my Bogan accent. What is Bogan? The freaking commercials made it look so bad. I do agree. I feel like the commercials did not do it justice. They didn't make it look like it was going to be very good. But I eventually I don't remember how I saw it, but I remember being like, this movie needs way more recognition. It has a very, very believable villain. It's got a stellar voice acting cast. It's just funny. It's great. I wish I had a minion. You are forgetting your place, mignon. Okay, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It's Alcondros! Oh, it's a lower class Australian accent? Dang, savage. Okay, I gotcha. Yeah, Will Ferrell. I don't really appreciate Will Ferrell's, like, his real person acting, other than I really liked Elf and I really liked Stranger Than Fiction. But his adult humor is too crude for me. It's too much for me. But his voice acting is great. He does a great job as Megamind. That's a good one. Probably roughly equivalent to a redneck. Maybe. Ha ha. Ho ha ho. Ho ha ha ha. Yeah, Megamind quote. You are forgetting your place, mignon. Question. If any of those sounds... Okay, this isn't a question. Sorry. If any of those sounds right now sound too loud for you guys, please let me know so I can turn them down, because I can't hear them on your end. I can only turn down the volume. I only know how loud it is on my end, but my volume levels are different. So if any of them feel, or if any of them seem, if any of them are too loud, you will just let me know, because I don't want to damage anybody's ears. You know, don't you know? We don't want that to happen. That would just be such a shame. Such a darn shame, wouldn't it? I feel like I missed something, maybe not. What stream was that from? The karate stream? Or the karate one? That was from the same one. I don't know. What was I wearing? Because I remember certain streams based on what I was wearing that day. Like one, I've got the Fax sweater on. And the other, I've got like, you know, like some sort of long sleeve shirt or something. I can't remember. The karate, we were talking about Skyward Sword and how I had to do this with my controls. Because I don't have it on the Switch, because I already have it on the Wii, and I feel like it would just be totally redundant to buy it on the Switch at this point. So I still have a perfectly working Wii, so I feel like that's fine. I love when you stop by, Jordachi. I really do. Thank you so much for being here. Hopefully I'm still here. I should be. My baby's asleep, so that's good. That is great. I was a little late on stream today because I put her down just a little later. Unfortunately, I think my streams have to start at 1 instead of 12:45 from now on. That's okay, Ghosty. Don't you worry about it. You were probably thoroughly confused. Probably like, what the heck are they watching? For heck's sakes. Cage was at dinner with my dad right then. They went to the Olive Garden, the new Olive Garden over by where my dad lives. It's growing like weeds over there. So many people are moving to Utah. I can't even, I would probably not move back to Utah if I were given a chance, probably. It's too snowy, it's too cold. I can't handle it. I can't handle the cold. And my husband can't bass fish in the winter time. So, you know, that like does away with his job. The play was really good. I'm so glad you enjoyed it. It was fun. We had a good time. It was good. But next watch party, we will definitely do Megamind, which is on Netflix right now. Anyway, I don't know if the different regions, if it's like available in certain regions but not in other regions. I don't really know, but it's available on Netflix in the US right now or wherever you get your movies. It all depends on where you get your movies. Here in the States, a redneck usually drives a beat-up old Dodge diesel that blocks out the sun when they get on the gas pedal. We have a lot of trailer homes in our city. Lots and lots of trailer homes. And they just have lots and lots of just junk out in the front of them. Here's the thing about Utah. The whole state doesn't shut down when there's an inch of snow. This is true. Oh, sorry. I forgot to change that. That is definitely not that's not our, I always have something that I forget to do. Where do I change that? Cues? No. Settings? Timed actions. There we go. Yeah, Texas, we get an inch of snow and everybody shuts down, but that's because we aren't equipped to deal with any sort of snow or ice. So when it's on the roads, everybody freaks out because nobody can actually drive. I used to think people were really, I used to think people were really like weak, and I was like, come on, it's not that big of a deal. But it's really a safety issue. It really is, because we don't have any sort of like, you know, vehicles that are in any way, shape, or form able to clear off roads. We don't have salt trucks. We don't have snow plows. We don't have anything like that. So if it snows, everybody just is stuck inside waiting for it to melt. That's just the way that it is. You can tell that it is from the way that it is. Okay, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. Okay. I'm very excited to watch Megamind, though. It's, like I said, it's on Netflix right now. I'm not going to actually stream it to my Discord because I don't want to get into trouble with Discord, so everybody's on their own for how they watch that. I'll have my camera on, but I'll just timestamp it and we'll just all start it at the same time. Because I do not want to get into trouble. But I hope everybody had a good weekend. I hope everybody's ready for Christmas. And if you don't want to celebrate Christmas, or Christmas is a really bad time for you because of one reason or another, I'm sorry. I just hope you all know that I'm thinking of each of you. And, you know, it's like I've said before, this is a time to kind of reflect. And I'm very grateful for the community I have. So I'm picturing, if it's possible, a low-rent Billy Ray Cyrus with the mullet, sunnies, thongs, and 4X. What's a 4X? But yeah, you're probably right. That's pretty accurate, actually.
Quite. Oh, nice. That's a good one. There is this girl that did a... Okay, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. There's a girl that did this thing where she was rating men's Tinder pictures. She was rating their Tinder profile pictures if they were holding a fish, and she used this voice for it. It's very funny. I highly recommend it if you can find it. It's very, very funny. Not today, Lucifer! Okay, so are those bots? They must be. They're not people. I think they're bots. And then, of course, we need to do another Among Us stream, because those are always fun as well. I do like playing Among Us. That's always a good time. Always some good jams with some cool people. If I can get this little outline done, I can get started on... Hydrate or dihydrate, battery water, battery water. Oh, I guess you guys are looking. I'm trying to show you like the can, but you just saw like the mouth of my can. I mean, it's battery water, but... Okay, wait. Apparently on Tinder, 5% of the guys get... Oh, that is! We'll have to turn that on for the water temple. You are right, Trekkie. 5% of the guys get 90% of the women? What? I will be honest. I'm not on dating apps, so I don't really know like how. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, I think I'm doing this right. Oh, please bless. That would be such a blessing. If this ended up being right, even though I never sketched it out. If you were on said dating apps, sus. Oh, Charlotte says that all the time. Whoa, she goes, hey, yo, that's sus. For something that is definitely not sus. And I'm like, ooh, Jordan Peterson. I do like Jordan Peterson. He has some very, very, I don't agree with everything he says, but he makes some very good points. I'm not on those dating apps, obviously, so I can't say like I've just heard that the dating app life sucks, and I am very sorry for anybody that has to navigate that, and I wish it weren't that way. I don't know how I would have. I mean, I was born right in that time before like cell phones really blew up, especially before smartphones. And before, like, the internet even released, like, super blew up. I was in that really, really small little group of people. What do they call us? Gen what?
What are we? Because I'm not a millennial, but I'm also not a boomer. So there's that small percentage of people that were born, like, right on the cusp of that big boom of, like, iPhones, smartphones, social media, all that stuff. Or be Gen Ayo. That's what Charlotte is for sure. Okay, so I went to her Christmas party, and there was this girl who's actually one of Charlotte's little friends. And let me just tell y'all, consent goes both ways. She was all over this poor little boy. I mean, she wouldn't leave him alone. She was all over him, grabbing him, hanging onto him, touching him, petting him. And I could tell he felt uncomfortable. And she was grabbing on him and lugging him around the room. And she's the tallest one in the class. She's quite tall. She's a darling little girl, but I finally had to go up to her and I was like, girl, do you hear what he's saying? He's saying he wants you to put him down and leave him alone. You need to respect that. Consent goes both ways, love. Like, you need to listen because you wouldn't like somebody doing that to you. So please be respectful. And I thought, ooh, that is some trouble right there. Not only do we need to teach our sons that they need to listen and that no means no, we need to teach our daughters that no means no. She was very clearly, and then one of the other little girls was like, she has a really big crush on him. And I was like, yeah, you think? I can totally tell. She won't leave him alone. And I remember kind of being that kid. Like, I remember having crushes on all these boys in my classes, but I don't think I was ever gutsy enough to go up and like grab onto them. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. That's a millennial. Most definitions are like 1980 to 2000. Oh, really? I didn't think I was considered a millennial. I thought my sister was one. I loan out my image to lonely shut-ins who want to put up their Tinder games, such as Clooney, Pitt, Reynolds. All right, DJ, I want to see these pictures. Gen Z surprised me. I think the women have lost respect toward men. Well, I feel like... Oh, that's getting into kind of dangerous ground, but I feel like women have also set the bar really, really high because of the whole like feminism thing. And while I am 100% all for women having respect and you know, being respected, I think everybody deserves to be respected. And I don't believe it's fair to say, well, I want a man. Oh, okay. So I want a man who's at least 6 feet. I don't date anybody under 6 feet. But then they get angry when a man says, okay, well, I don't date anybody that's over 5'2" or something like that. Because I've seen those conversations where they're like, well, that's not very nice. And they're like, oh, but it's okay for you to say, sorry, you're not over 6 feet, so you're not going to work for me. People can have their preferences. That's fine. But I don't like the whole hypocrisy of being like, well, I can do it, but you can't. Like, if that's your preference, that's fine, but you don't need to be mean about it. And you also can't get offended if somebody else wants to do the same thing to you. Well, they have every right to do that to you as well. I guess I just get frustrated when women in particular claim that they want equality, but it's not equality that they're looking for. They're looking for superiority. And that just doesn't sit right with me. I'm like, you can't claim that you want equality and then treat men like crap. Like all men. You can't just go around and say, well, all men are pigs, because that's not true. They're not. Hey, it's Femi! Whoa, how's it going, Femi? Whoa. I should have edited out that dumb little laugh. My little hello video. Anyway, now is not the place for me. This is not the platform for me to talk about any of that stuff. All I'm saying is I believe everybody just needs to be respectful of everybody else, right? We can all be friends. We can all be respectful. We don't need to be mean. I think this world just lacks a whole lot of respect. Ghosty asked me if I have any pets. I do have a pet. I have a dog. She's extremely awkward looking. She's so awkward. And she's really derpy, but she's very sweet and she loves her people. She loves her family. But that's the only pet we have. I can honestly say I would not like to have a parrot because parrots are really loud. But my daughters love watching videos of parrots talking. That always makes my baby really happy. See, there's my dog in chat. That's my dog. She is extremely derpy and she just has this kind of permanently like look on her face all the time. Bless her. Those girls are saying, okay, wait. Now I'm missing things. You can see all my shots for the low price of $5,000. DJ has an OnlyFans. I've seen videos where women literally claim they want a guy who earns $100,000, is 6 feet tall, and looks amazing. Okay, sweetie. Have sweet dreams. I know, right? In your dreams. Yeah, I feel like a lot of times women set the bar too high. And I think social media has made that easier because we see these snippets of these really awesome men, and that's great. You see really awesome men, really attractive men, really awesome women, really attractive women, and it makes you think, oh, well, I want a person like that, which is fine. Everybody deserves to be with somebody who respects them and who they respect and who they find attractive and all that stuff. But I think it's also important to remember that the honeymoon phase ends eventually. And those things alone are not going to make your relationship last. You gotta, like, relationships take work. You can't just be like, oh, well, you make $100,000 a year? Great. We're gonna be just fine. You can't do that. It takes work. Yes, I agree, Bishop. There are so many double standards, and I don't feel like that's fair. You gotta be realistic, and you also have to be like, you have to be realistic that people are human and that people are going to make mistakes, or they're going to, maybe have habits that you don't like. You got to, if you find yourself in a relationship and, if you are in a relationship with somebody, you really got to learn to like pick your battles. And there is no such thing as a perfect man or a perfect woman. That's why relationships can be hard. They take work. They really take work. And I do feel like Andrew and I have done a pretty good job of being able to not go to bed angry at each other, to apologize, because I think that's so important. Although, to be honest, I think this is because social media, TV, and movies. Yeah, I totally agree. I mean, that's what these people are seeing, right? They're seeing all this stuff happen on movies and everything. And oh man, when Twilight was a big deal, I remember so many women being like, oh, I just wish my husband would act like Edward. And I remember, I never read Twilight, but I remember being like, isn't Edward kind of a creeper? And then I also remember being like, man, how are these women's husbands / boyfriends supposed to compare? He's a fictional character. He's not even real. How is anybody supposed to compare to a fictional person? Written by a woman, no less, I'm just saying, you gotta be realistic. I'm all for not setting the bar unrealistically high. I'm only looking to date women who score at least 4.7 on WikiFeet. You're looking for you want a shorty McShort. I worked with a girl that was like 4'10", I think. She made me feel tall. That was very exciting. We had a couple girls like that. We had one girl that I think was Filipino, and she was really, really short. And I wore big chunky like wedge shoes that day, and I was looking down. She must have been a foot shorter than me. It was amazing. I've never, ever felt that way before. I will say that there are, unfortunately, some guys who are mad when women have reasonable standards. That's true. Like, some dudes want to put in the bare minimum effort and expect a billion times more in return. I do agree with that. There are some children out there that are like, but what? They don't want to, yeah. They just want somebody to like clean their house. They're man children. And women can be that way too. But I totally agree with that. Ander actually, he deals with a lot of, I think I did, wait, 4.7 on the WikiFeet? So you want somebody with really awesome feet? DJY. If Edward would have been arrested. Yeah. I think I did miss that joke. I think I thought WikiFeet was something different. I don't know what I was thinking. I don't know. I just know that this is a really hard time for people to be dating because there's also just such a lack of respect as far as like, if you don't agree with my views, like then you're a horrible person. There's like this shame kind of aspect to everything, and that's just not true. You don't have to be a horrible person if you disagree with somebody else's beliefs. Like, you can be a good person and maybe not agree with the same thing, and that's okay. You guys might not be for each other, but that doesn't mean you have to be a horrible person about it and say, and shame that person and say, well, no, you're wrong and you're a bad person. There's just a lack of respect kind of everywhere, to be totally honest. Which is one of the reasons I consider myself extremely... Okay, hello? Where is it? Nope, that's not it. I consider myself extremely lucky because I have certain rules in my channel and in my Discord, and I am very grateful that I have a group of friends that respect those rules, whether that's the way they live their lives or not. They respect those rules when they're in my channel and when they're on my Discord, and I really, really appreciate that, because there are a lot of people that would say, why? I don't understand. Why do I have to
do that? It doesn't matter. It's still my space, and I just appreciate everybody's respect. I think that's really, really nice. Oh, my chat is paused. Guys that are like, look, baby, I cleaned the kitchen one time out of 5 years that you've done it. Don't I deserve a reward? No, 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 no. I agree with you. It's kind of like when your husband comes home and he goes, you know, and you're really stressed out, and he's like, well, what can I do to help? I'm like, look around you. Do you not see this house? Do you not see the kitchen? Everything is a disaster. Pick one. Just start somewhere. Andrew's pretty good about helping out where he can, but, you know, he's busy. But, like, Charlotte will come into me and she'll walk right past, like, this giant pile of toys, and she'll walk past, like, all her dirty clothes or, like, all her clean clothes on the floor, and she'll be like, do you have any chores for me to do, Mama? And I'm like, pick a pile, sweetheart. What you gonna choose? Because there's plenty to do around here. Oh, no, I did not do Southern Bale Banana. I was not looking at the screen. I'm sorry, DJ. I missed that. I'm so sorry. I said hello like an Aussie? Oh, I am so grateful. I get real nervous when Bishop's around. Because he is like true Australian and I am not. So I get nervous. I get nervous that I do not sound like an Aussie. Charlotte's pretty good, though. I'm actually quite proud of her little Australian accent. She does a pretty good job. That's because she watches Bluey all the time. She hears it all the time. She's got a good little ear for accents. Char is going to need to learn what chores she can start on her own. I know, I was like, okay, well, you have, you got a whole laundry basket of clean clothes in your room. And she was like, oh, okay. She went in there, she did it. So then when she came back and told me she needed another chore, I was like, baby girl, your whole entire room. And she goes, I already cleaned it, Mama. Sure enough. I went in there. It was all clean. I was real proud. I was like, thank you, sweetheart. That is one less thing I have to do. Actually, I do not clean her room for her. I do not do that. She can clean her room on her own. I got too many other things to do. I do not clean her room for her. I have to really be super, super careful that I don't clean it, because it is real tempting to be like, you know what, I'll just clean it. Unless I'm trying to, like, go through her stuff and, like, throw stuff away. I will do that, like, sneaky sometimes. But for the most part, like, if I ain't, like, going through her stuff to, like, throw stuff away, then I'm like, no, back off. She can clean it herself. She's absolutely old enough to.
She's old enough to clean her room, for sure. She just doesn't want to do it. But I mean, neither do I. Yes! Cage says, I have managed to... Oh, I missed it. Where was it? I missed it. I have managed to find a good dude. Had our third date on Saturday. I keep sending her all these text messages with, like, reaction gifs and stuff because I'm so excited. Bishop had a date too, but it did not sound like it was it was a super great date, and I'm sorry for that. We talked a little bit about it on, oh, we just got a Christmas present delivered to our door. I know I'm not banana anymore. I'm sorry. I'll change that back to banana.
For you, DJ. Because I know it has only taken 31 years to find someone. You know what? This is not a race. This is not a race. Everybody, it happens in your own time. Happens in your own time. And that's one of the things I really hate about social
media is it makes it feel like everything is a race, because you see all the things, your friends are doing, you see all your friends getting engaged, you see all your friends going on dates, you know, having kids, whatever. I feel the same way. Even though I have my own kids, like, I still feel like I'm in a race as well. Like, I feel like I've got other friends that maybe have more money, and I'm like, man, you know, we couldn't do that. We couldn't, oh, beans. We couldn't take a trip to Disneyland or whatever. Or Super Mario World that just is opening this February in Universal. I wish we could. I wish I could take my baby. Maybe Charlotte and I'll just go. I can be like, all right, you stay with Bubs. Bye. But yeah, it's opening at Universal Studios Hollywood, February 2023. I want to go so badly. Have I been FBIing Katie's date like Facebook search? No, I just wait for her. I don't use Facebook for like anything. Did that say BB King? And you couldn't keep some. That is so funny. Bishop says, I feel old already and dating is just getting harder. I know. I'm not even there. Although I guess I don't have to be there to be. Well, okay. Well, here's the first thing. Did we get new games in the Sega Genesis? You know what? It doesn't matter because, okay, it doesn't matter. So Katie isn't even on Facebook. So there you go. I can't even FBI Cage because Katie isn't even on Facebook and I don't use Facebook ever. So, no, there's no way for me to FBI. I just wait for her. I just wait by my phone, just waiting for her to text message me either a thumbs up or a thumbs down or like whatever. But I'm also not pushy. Like I also don't want to know like details and all that stuff. I will take whatever crumbs she can give me. Overall, so far, it's been pretty positive, so that's cool.
Good afternoon.
I'm very, very happy.
Olaf,
Hey, it's Olaf!
Please let me finish, and I like warm hugs.
I love it. Please let me finish, and I like warm hugs. So when I very first watched Frozen, everybody went on and on about how great Olaf was, and I was like, I liked him a lot more in the second one. And they've now come out with like different little like shorts and things. So I don't know if you've seen the second Frozen. You might have seen this clip. You can YouTube it. So he basically explains the story of the first Frozen in his little Olaf way. And he does it in about 5 or like 3 minutes. And he like is everybody's character. And he'll be like, once there were 2 sisters, one born with powers, one without. And he tells the whole story of Frozen, and you can watch it on YouTube, and it's very funny. And so they basically created like a new they created a whole entire show called Olaf Presents. And he does that with pretty much every single Disney movie. He does Moana, he does Little Mermaid, where he just does like kind of the main snippets, but he does it in his Olaf way. So I have grown a lot more attached to Olaf over the past couple years, but I did not love him at the very, very beginning, but he was a lot better in the first game. Okay, I think we're supposed to lower the Okay, Olaf, have you ever heard of the show Over the Garden Wall? Oh, Katie is on Facebook, but I haven't used it in 4 years. I ditched Facebook when I was like basically harassed by my cousin. And then I went back to it after I wrote my book. I was going to use it for marketing, but I don't know how to market, so I never use Facebook. Okay, so we came here to burgle your turts. That's from Over the Garden Wall. I can't remember which episode it is. I can't remember which number, but it's later on in the series, but that's a quote from it. That's the little brother. We came here to burgle your turts. No, we didn't. We're burglars. No, we're not. Oh, I have a key. Okay. Oh, I added new emotes. At least I thought I did. I can't remember what they are, but I did add them. Oh, I know where that key is supposed to go. Underwater voice mod is on 2.5 hour cooldown. What? Oh, Susie. I struggle with StreamerBot. Okay, hold on. What the heck, man? Platforms? Oh, I cannot keep things straight. Okay. Underwater voice. Where are you at? Where are you? Where are you at? Where are you? What? 10,000 seconds? I think that was supposed to be 1,000. I think 1,000 is 3 minutes. Maybe StreamerBot is making these all on its own. I think that was supposed to be 1,000. I think 1,000 seconds is 3 minutes. I'm almost positive. I saw that and it is very sad.
Question, 2 of the Kalulu emotes are only tier 3 subs. Yes, so I haven't really gone through to, oh yeah, see there's no, yep, it can't be. So, I haven't really gone through and figured out which, I think back when I did that, Kalulu, there's gonna be an ad here in just a second, but it'll only be 60 seconds, I promise. I think back when I added all my emotes and stuff, I just kind of felt like I needed to add emotes to tier 2 and tier 3, but I think I'll probably go through, I think I have a lot more slots, and I think I can add all the Kalulu emotes to just the regular slots. I'm sorry, am I not supposed to, oh. Oh, there we go. 1,000 seconds is nearly 17 minutes? How many seconds is 3 minutes? It's supposed to be 3. Oh, there's a locked door. How many seconds is 3 minutes? I swear. Oh, yes. 180 seconds? Oh. Okay. It's supposed to be 3 minutes. Gee dang it. Okay, I'm gonna check Southern Belle Banana. Oh, the okay, wait. The global cooldown is 10 seconds? I feel like I went through and fixed all this. I think I did 3 minutes for each one. Yeah, oh, that one's 180. What? Oh! Some of them I can't edit right in StreamerBot because I didn't make them in StreamerBot. They're technically Twitches, and I don't own them. Okay, that cooldown should have been changed. Taco Bell ad. Man, I haven't had Taco Bell in forever. Oh, I'm still wearing the iron boots. Do I have to... I have vague recollections of making this water ice. Can I do that? I don't think I can. I think I just have to kill them all. Okay, well, Jordachi said the Avatar movie was okay. Has anybody else seen it? I completely forgot about it. Yes, I do have the long shot already. Alcondros was extremely helpful and told me to use Din's fire. And I did, and it worked. Oh, really? And hallelujah. That was the easiest Dark Link fight
I've ever had. Ever. Femi really liked the Avatar movie. Olaf's like, I got Butterfinger Overwatch. I know nothing about Overwatch. I hate getting targeted ads. No, I don't need Depends. How dare you? Yeah, sorry about that. That is my biggest beef with Twitch, and I think I am not alone. There are a lot of people that have a big problem with the ads on Twitch because we've talked about this before. The ads on YouTube, your content pauses. Ads on Twitch, whoa, ads on Twitch, no! Your content just keeps going, and that just doesn't seem fair. But I don't know how they're supposed to fix that. I don't know how they're supposed to pause your live stream. I don't know. It's all stupid, and I don't appreciate it. I know what you are. You were in Jabu Jabu, right? Yes? Think so. Oh! Oh! Oh my gosh. Oh! Huh. Watch. I'm gonna brave getting hurt again just to grab those. No. Oh my gosh. Ah! Oh my gosh! They come after you. They are territorial. Ah. This Z-targeting needs to stop. I don't need to Z-target. See, I got those 3 hearts, and now... Oh! Can I pull them out of the water? Oh my gosh. Are they gonna... Is that gonna give me... Oh, yes, it did. Okay. I just hate ads in general, but, like, I get it. I really wish this Z-targeting was not a toggle. I'm gonna die in this stupid room with stupid little things. Whatever they are. Oh my gosh. Hearts? Yeah. No. Dang it. Oh! If I die, I will be so angry. Oh! Oh, look at that. There's a crack over there. Oh, yes. That was so stressful. This is so stressful. Goodness. I need a second. That was a bad second. Marquet, how are you? Oh, it's so good to see you. How are you? Are you ready for Christmas or whatever? That kills them? Well, shut my mouth and paint me red. That is good to know. I know, I don't get a second. Gosh dang it. I was just thinking about the Ganon fight. How the fruit am I supposed to take Ganon? I have to do it hitless. I have to. There's no way. I guess unless I use a fairy. I guess at that point, I will have 3 bottles. Hopefully. How the fruit. Yes. How the fruit, indeed. I played Overwatch 1 daily for just over a year, starting on launch day, and then just kind of quit forever. Oh, well, there you go. You know, some games really are like that. I feel like I've experienced that too, where I was just obsessed with a game, and then all of a sudden one day I was like, you know what? This isn't as fun anymore. I think I'm done. And then you just kind of never look back. I don't know anything about Overwatch. Is Overwatch kind of like Fortnite? I've been good, thanks. Busy being an adult. I hear that. Decorating, fixing things in my house. Ooh, I have a running list of things that need to be done in my house. Yep, I feel that as well. Are any of you traveling for the holidays? Anybody traveling for Christmas? Traveling for New Year's? Doing anything fun for New Year's or anything? I hate when you have a baby, you hate New Year's because everybody here does fireworks, even though they're illegal in my city. So we crank the white noise machine up in our baby's room and just pray that the fireworks don't wake her up. They haven't yet. We had neighbors a while back that did set off what sounded like mortars right next door. They were a bunch of teenagers. Their parents weren't home for the night. And they're technically illegal, but I didn't want to go out there and stir up trouble, so I didn't say anything, but I was super annoyed. You can have bottles and Nehru's Love. Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. Okay, that's good to know. We can do it. We can do it. I think I'm a talented enough gamer that I feel like we've been here. I can do it. Oh, no, we have not. Okay. Well, I'm just gonna let you jump off the ledge. Eh. Oh, the aiming in this game sucks. I will be visiting Germany this Friday with my dad. I am really jealous. I'd love to go to Germany. I love that journey for you. Just being like, yep, we're just gonna... Okay, so are you driving or are you flying? How far is Germany from the Netherlands? We're thinking of going to visit my partner's parents in Czech Republic, but we're going to do it next year as my sister has a newborn. Oh, that sounds very lovely. Olaf, we're traveling downstairs to open gifts and traveling back upstairs to visit the bed. We'll probably pack a snack bag. Pack a snack for the trip. That sounds amazing. Wish we could just like stay in warm, cozy bed all day. That sounds delightful. Charlotte knows now. She, just in case there are any small beings around, you know, Charlotte knows. So Charlotte is going to be staying up extra late with us. Although, I guess Auden is old enough now that, like, she's not, it doesn't matter. This year won't matter. Next year will matter, but this year doesn't really matter. Oh! That was bad. Sorry. Sorry, Lonk. Sorry. Oh, gosh! Ah! Oh. Can't see. I hate these camera angles. From my spot in the Netherlands, it's like 2 hours. Oh my gosh. Okay, so yeah, you just jump in the car, just drive. That's like me driving to Dallas. Okay, cool. It's like me going to, yeah, I guess Dallas is about 2 hours away. What? No! I hate this. Where? Beans. Ah! Yes. That one makes me laugh because my face doesn't even really look like I'm scared, but I was really scared. Be sure to hydrate on the trip. Pull over if you're feeling tired. Where the... Okay. Oh, there's one. It's on the second floor. Well. Can I get there? No. Crap. All the drats. Darn. I hate the water temple so much. DJ, nobody likes the water temple ever. Except Twilight Princess. That one's cool. But this one sucks. This one is awful. Do you... I just heard something. I thought I heard somebody like trying to get in my front door. Do you have to raise and lower the water? Oh, there's gonna be a thing. Do you have to raise and lower the water level in the Twilight Princess one? Oh, you do. Never mind. That is a thing. I like it more than I used to, but yeah, there is a lot going on. Well, I guess I just need to go find myself a key. Then, don't I? Don't be mad, but I'm enjoying the water. What? They did not stay frozen for very long, and I do not feel like that is fair. Wait a minute. Where? I thought the rocks only came on one side. Where am I going? Oh, I'm going the right way. Okay, that's cool. Wait a minute. Yes, indeed. So many wait a minutes. You visiting the Xmas markets? I hear Germany have some real good ones. Oh, I bet they do. Oh, I hear danger. Gosh, dang it. I hope I was going to make it through this temple without having to backtrack. The fire temple was great. I did the fire temple without, like, any backtracking. And this time, I have been terrible. That's okay. It's fine. It's fine. First time I did this temple. It's a bad situation. I'd love to travel to Germany. Okay, so I guess I've been to Germany one time, but I think we were only there for one night. I just remember we were talking. Okay, so when we spent the summer in Europe, we had a travel agent, and my parents put all their faith in said travel agent, and our said travel agent kind of screwed up on a couple things. And so we were supposed to be in, like, I don't know, it was like, I don't remember where it was. Netherlands or something. I don't remember where it was, but they had booked us in like a bed and breakfast one night and another bed and breakfast in another, and the drive was impossible to make. And so somehow there was a miscommunication or something, and we were like, what the heck are we going to do? And we were at this tiny little cafe where nobody spoke any English. We didn't have a clue what we were eating. I don't know what we were eating. And we were talking about it, and we were kind of freaking out about it, and my dad was trying to figure out what to do because we had no place to stay for that night. And then this man, got up from a table behind us, and he came over to us and spoke in perfect English, and he was like, hi, I couldn't help overhearing what you guys were talking about. I'm actually an airline pilot, and I know a great little bed and breakfast that's just like, you know, it's just like an hour away or something like that. And that was one of my favorite places we stayed. And I want to say that was Germany, but maybe it wasn't. I don't remember now. But, oh, nope, that's not it. It's this one. Can you, wait, do I have to use an arrow? Can arrows go in the water? Because they don't in Horizon Zero Dawn, so trying to recall. Traveler tip, don't ask for Greek food in Greece. Here we just call it food. Yeah, it's like, don't come here and be like, yeah, I'd like to try a Greek gyro. We just sell those here, ma'am. Oh no! Ah, oh, beans! You know what? I don't think I need to do that. Oh, yes, I do. I'll never forget when we were in like London or something and we were getting on this bus. Ah! Oh my gosh. We were getting on this bus and there were so many little old people that were getting on the bus after us, and all of them were wearing Hawaiian shirts. And they were like, oh, what do we owe you? Oh, I'm with him. I'm his other half. And they were all wearing like visors and sunglasses and stuff. And my mom leaned over to me and she goes, who do you think they think are the tourists here? It was so loud and clear that those people were tourists. And I was like, I'm going to go out on a limb and say, you were in London getting on a bus and ah! Yes. It was very shocking. I have so many questions about this. Gyro. Is it pronounced Gyro? Was he a German airline pilot? And that man? President Uchtdorf. No. Not president anymore, but no, it wasn't Uchtdorf. I don't remember who it was. I don't remember his name. And I don't think we even wrote his name down, honestly. I'm the one that kept a journal the whole time, but I don't think I wrote down his name. But I just remember my parents being like, this is why we literally say our prayers every single morning. Miracles. We experienced quite a few miracles, actually, when we were there. And my dad was absolutely convinced. He was like, we said family prayers every single morning together. And my dad was 100% convinced. Oh. Wait, what? What just happened? Oh, I guess I did for a hook shot upward. So confused. I can't remember if it was Germany or if it was Copenhagen. I can't remember what it was either. But I just remember we stayed in this awesome little place and they had those like really amazing mattresses. They had some famous brand of mattress that was incredible, and it was literally the best night's sleep I've ever had in my life. And yeah, it was amazing. But I want to say that was in Germany, but I could be wrong. It was a bed and breakfast, a little bed and breakfast place, and they had like the cutest little gardens outside and everything. And I remember that place very, very fondly. But we never would have found it if it weren't for that guy. Definitely not Uchtdorf, though. There's the prophet of the church, President Russell and Nelson. He's the prophet. And then he has the 12 apostles. And Uchtdorf is a German. His name is Dieter F. Uchtdorf. And he's one of the 12 apostles of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. And he's literally one of my favorite speakers. He's got that sweet, sweet accent. Femi also has a lovely accent, just FYI all your eyes. Alcondros has a great accent too. To be totally fair, they're the only ones I've actually heard, so. Am I supposed to push this? Pull this. Push, okay. Yidos. Okay, good. Glad I got that. I legit don't. Oh. I was going to say, I don't know what that did. Surprise! Gave me a key! Yes! Do I have to lower the water level again? Because that's going to be annoying. I don't remember how to lift it all the way. Nah. Okay, wait. Olaf says, I have a travel story. I was taking a bus from Norfolk to DC once, and I was between stops, and the bus driver was like, we're full, sorry. But I bought a ticket. And some bearded guy carrying a guitar just went over to some other bus and made some deal, and he made an extra stop for us. And I'm like, traveling is hard, and never rode a bus again. That was really nice. See? That was a miracle. Femi says, traveler tip, don't ask to go to a coffee shop in the Netherlands. Ask for a cafe. Oh, okay. That's good to know. Was it Willie Nelson? You never know, man. I'm trying to think of another Seinfeld reference that is applicable to travel. I have seen very few episodes of Seinfeld, I'll be totally honest. My dad wasn't really a super huge fan. At least I don't think. So Seinfeld was never on in my house. Man, I don't even remember how to get to where I was. Evidently, he was so relaxed and just solved the problem for us. I'm grateful for him. Was it really Willie Nelson? Are you serious? Really? Also, don't ask for Turkish coffee. It's the same as Greek coffee, but asking for Turkish might come with a black eye. Did he smell like marijuana? So it was if so, it was probably Willie Nelson. What? Bye, Ghosty. Thank you so much for being here. I always, always appreciate it. Truly. Do I have to lower the... Because I don't even remember how to get... Oh, but I have to... Crap. Will he or won't he what? Trying to think, how do I get back up to the thing to raise the water level? I don't remember. Oh, wait, maybe I do? Maybe it's here. Here's a question. Can you just go... Oh, I don't know if this will work, but I'll try. Can you just go without lowering the water level? I have a feeling you can't. Because that would be too easy. Water temple. Oh! What are those things? Cage? What are those things called? No, it wasn't. Just some random dude. We were chatting in Norfolk before getting on the bus. We were talking about playing guitar because I was learning at the time. Just some stranger. He could have been famous, but I think he was probably closer to a Virginia mountain man. Just some stranger that did a really nice thing. Oh! We don't have to raise the water level. Yeah. Yes, that's what I meant. That's what I was saying. I think so. I would love to go to Germany again. I don't really remember much about it. And my friend that lives in Germany, I showed him a picture. I sent him a picture. Okay. I sent him a pic, like one of the only pictures we took in Germany because we weren't there for very long. Wait, Cage, wasn't Germany where mom and dad were in the bank and we were all sitting in the, I swear, we were all sitting in the van and then and it was raining outside and we were just waiting for mom and dad to come in from the bank and Joe suddenly goes, do you guys want to see a frog? And we were like, sure. And then, seriously, he went outside and he walked over to the street, like away from the parking lot. And then he leaned down and he picked something up off of the ground. And when he came back to the car, he had this tiny frog in his hand. I swear that was Germany. How come I cannot? Okay. Why? There we go. That was really close. Ugh. I think that was Germany. It was the tiniest frog. Oh, these freaking things. Forgot about this room. How did I forget about this room? Oh, I hate you all. get out of, you just get out of here. Just get that dog out of here. I don't know where it was either, but we did take a picture. I think that was Germany. But anyway, I found some picture of us in front of like a Lagerhausen or something like that. And I was like, do you recognize this? And my friend was like, okay, there are about 1 billion of those in Germany. And I was like, oh, dang. Ah! Okay, so how come the water level raised here, but it didn't raise in the other rooms? I don't know. Maybe I can't arrow them. Arrowed. You know what? They're busy, so I'm just gonna... We're just gonna go. I think there are a few places you can go without changing the water level. Well, this is one of them, apparently. Yeah, we found this tiny little frog. I have a picture of it. Whoa, that's not what I meant to do. wasting arrows left and right. Shout out to frogs. It was the tiniest frog. So I'd love to go back. I can't remember where we went. I mean, it wasn't like Frankfurt. It was like... I probably just pronounced that with such a heavy American accent. Oh, no! I forgot it was timed! Aw, man. Oh, no, never mind. I was going to say, now I have to go down there, but I don't. Definitely shout out to frogs. Cheese and crackers. My frustration for this water temple is growing. I forgot it was timed. Here I am, just taking my own sweet time, telling stories about frogs. Shout out to frogs. Frankfurt, y'all. I know we didn't go there. It was some smaller city. It was some smaller city. I don't remember what it was. I want to say Bremen. Maybe because I remember we have that story about the Bremen Town musicians. Oh, where it's like this donkey. It's this children's book that my mom like read to us when we were kids. The Bremen Town musicians. But the book did not seem German to me at all. So I don't know. Frog. Frog his friend. Oh, we're at the end. Okay, hallelujah. Okay, now I have to figure out how to get back up and raise the water level to the 3rd floor. I don't remember how to do that, but I feel like... Oh my gosh! Maybe a jar. I am gonna save I'm gonna make a suspend point. So if I don't catch that fairy, I am gonna reload. I want that fairy. What would make a book seem German? That is a great question. Get to the charger! Ah! Get to the charger! I don't know. Something about it. Something about the way that the characters spoke or something. Maybe, okay, I could be wrong.
It's time.
Yes. Oh, I didn't do what I wanted to do. Okay, hold on. I got it. I sure did get a fairy. Yeah! I did it! Did you guys... There's a second one! Oh my gosh! If the book consisted on just 5 words, each of which were 1,200 characters long. Arnold is Austrian, not German. This is true. I know this. I just saw Get to the Charger, and that's something that I feel like I've heard Anders say one time or something. I don't remember. It popped into my head. I don't know. That's Olaf's command, man. Only Olaf can use that command. We need to make one for Fresh. If anybody has, like, oh, there's a thing. Oh, he's back. Ah! Oh.
Good afternoon. I am Olaf.
Hey, Olaf.
Please let me finish, and I like warm hugs.
Makes me smile every time because, like, he's so prim and proper, but at the same time, he's so rude. Please let me finish, and I like warm hugs. It's very clear that the kid knows who he is. Who doesn't know who Olaf is in that kingdom? He's Elsa's little minion. Or not really minion, but you know what I mean. How do we get up to the 3rd floor? I don't remember. Or the word sounded really angry. I don't know. It's about like this donkey that finds out its owner is gonna kill it or something, and so he goes to Bremen Town to become a musician. And then he runs into a cat that says it's really sad, and he says, "What's the matter? You have the saddest meow I've ever heard," or something, and the cat says, "I heard my mistress say she was going to kill me." And anyway, they meet a dog and they meet a rooster, and they all come together, and they're all going to go to Bremen Town to become musicians. But then something happens, and they come across a house that like a bunch of thieves are living at, and they've taken a bunch of jewelry and stuff, and so they decide to chase the robbers out and then stay in the house for the night. And one of the robbers decides to go back and like double check and see, oh, I think I'm on the right path. One of the robbers decides to go back to check and see what, like, if the house is empty or whatever, and all the animals, like, gang up on him, and basically it's dark, and he thinks that he was attacked by, like, a witch and an ogre or something like that, because the donkey kicks him, and the cat scratches his legs, and all this stuff anyway. And the animals just end up staying in this little house. So I guess it could be German. It's, like, out in the countryside. It could be German. I don't know. I just remember my mom loved that book. We had an audio recording of it. I was right! Well, hella freaking Luya. Is this some German version of Alone? Kind of, sort of? Yeah, they run all the robbers away, and they live in the little hut for, like, they never become musicians, but they're happy together. Yeah, it's like a little found family story. It's cute. Ah! Oh, okay. Is there one over here? Oh, no, there's not. Oh, no, there's not. But he's coming. Oh my gosh, we are finally... Okay, I'll take you. Yep, yes, I will indeed. My aiming is so bad. Wow, they were so nice. They gave you so many fairies. My wife and I like to say butterfly sweetly in other languages. Papillon, mariposa. Then angrily saying, Schmetterling! I've seen that video. Papillon, mariposa, Schmetterling. That video is great. Each time it gets angrier and angrier and angrier. Schmetterling! Yeah! I don't know if that's German. I think ja is Scandinavian? Oh, I hate this boss fight. All right, DJ, are you ready? That isn't normal water over there. Yeah, that's right. Okay, I'm gonna create a suspend point. I'm creating, right? Yes. Do a save state. Here it is. Oh, I don't have a lot of magic, but I don't know if magic really helps me in this fight. I don't think it does. So, what exactly are these boss rooms used for if there isn't a boss living in them? Who is the boss? Oh, the boss to the Twilight Princess Water Temple is phenomenal. That whole fight is so cool. One of the greatest things I really, really appreciate about Twilight Princess is the fact that if you get a hand, like an upper hand on the fight, the music changes. It changes to that like da 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 da. It's very cool and it's very inspiring and it sounds very, very exciting. And you're like, yeah, I'm getting this. I'm making this happen. I thought that was a really nice touch. Like if you manage to like latch onto that boss or something. Adaptive soundtrack. Yes, it's great. Oh, I missed it. Oh, maybe I didn't. Yeah. Oh, dang, no. Okay. Dang it. Boss is gone? Okay, cool. We're using this as the break room. Yeah. Can I get him? Can I get him? Come on. Oh, no, he's gonna get me! Oh! Oh, now I'm gonna get you. No, that is the opposite of what I wanted. Oh, dang it! Oh, beans! Is he just gonna come up here and hang out with me? I think you have to... Okay, 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 okay. Please don't get hit, Lonk, because... That should have gotten him! Am I wrong? I hate this fight. Can you? Maybe. Okay, yay! There's one hit. Hooray! Sometimes you can get him while he's doing this, but most of the time, not so much. Okay, okay. Do not like this fight. I do not like this fight. And you can really only hit him like one time each time, right? Do you think fire is gonna go through water? I do not, actually. Oh, where did he go? Oh, there he is. Okay. Doesn't he get like multiple water? Oh. Dang it. Yeah. So much work for just one hit. I guess you could do Din's Fire while he's like bouncing around on the top of the water, but Din's Fire takes so long. Oh, yep, there's two of them. Din's Fire takes so long, I'd worry that, I'd worry that he wouldn't. Get him! A second time! Oh, beans. That should have happened. He should have gotten him. Get him. Okay. How many hits do you take, my dude? Lots of exhausting hits that take a lot of time. It's best if you're facing the tentacle head on in case then, if he's even further away, the long shot. Well, that's what I was doing, but he did not... I couldn't get him through the, like, the tip of the tentacle. He did not... It just did that. Oh, but that worked. This fight is just tedious. Mariners, how are you? Good to see you, Mariners. Mariners. Oh, yeah. Oh my gosh, it's Chiefs! How are you, Chiefs?
Hey, yo.
Hey, yo. Okay, that was only one hit. We're okay. We're all right. We're doing okay. We're doing all right. This fight is just so tedious and long. Takes a long time to make this happen. But we're almost there. Really? Get him, get him. Oh, gosh, dang it. Ah! We'll get him. I'm good. If I can kill this boss, that would be even better. Oh, I think there are 3 now. Are there 3 now? No. We're just, you know, this is the first day of Christmas break. So, we're just, that's a thing. So my daughter, my 8-year-old, is home for the next 2 weeks, which is fine. I mean, you know, we, Oh, thanks for following my channel. I appreciate that. Why did my alert not happen? Did my alert happen? I didn't hear it if it did. Get him. We did it! Yes! 3 hearts. I never died. I've got 2 fairies. I'm invincible. I did it! Did that, did you guys see that I did it? I didn't hear, an actual, like, I saw it come in chat that Chiefs followed my channel, but I didn't see it happen on the screen. Did it happen? Did you guys hear it? Because if you guys heard it, that's all that really matters. I was following you on my old account, so I am just getting everyone back. It didn't happen on the screen? What the heck? What the heck, man? Yeah, what is your old account? Yes, very much. I feel very confused. What if I just accidentally jumped and landed right on the heart? Just by accident. Where is it? There it is. Ugh. KDA Chief. Oh, I see. So you added a number at the end. Got it. Got it. Got it. Got it. Got it. Got it. I wonder why that didn't work. Well, I'm glad it came up in chat, so I knew. And I know my little, like, emote explosions happened, but that's so weird. That's never happened before. I'm sorry. Usually I like a big, like, to-do, you know? Like a big old shout-out. Oh, such a shame. We can't get married. You're a sage. Sorry. Too bad. So sad. Cheers, Chiefs. Long. Return of the Snot. I would have expected no less from the man I chose to be my husband. Zora's domain and its people will eventually return to their original state. As a reward, I grant my eternal love to you. Ugh.
What?
Well, that's what I want to say, but I don't think I can offer that now. Good thing, too. No judgment. She's just bratty. She's bratty, and not to mention, it's not gonna work, sis. Like, you're a Zora, I'm a human, kind of, an elf? I don't know. What even is, I'm a Hylian? I don't know. Unfortunately, the water temple is so annoying that it even interferes with channel join celebrations. Yes, that is why. That is what, that's the thing. That's what's wrong. No alerts allowed when I'm in the water temple. That's so weird. I don't know why that didn't work. Because the subscription worked earlier today for Rumi. It's very odd. Oh. Hallelujah. We got the worst temple down. Done. Fantastic. Yeah, it's the start of Christmas break. Oh, I really wanted to do some baking streams with Charlotte this week. But unfortunately, I don't really have a way to set up both my cameras because the way my setup is now, I actually have my face camera. It's like on a stand, but it's hard to gosh, I'm missing all sorts of things. Did that work? Did it actually change my voice? If it did, I don't see it anywhere. Hello? Oh, I'm Cybertune. Cybertune. Why didn't it come up on the screen anywhere? That is very strange. Oh, maybe I quieted my alerts. Why? Hello? There's all my stuff. What the heck, man? Why do I use those things? Well, we now figured it out.
I understand!
What the heck, man?
Oh, that's right. The lake fills up. Huzzah!
Hello?
Yeah. Hello? Okay, I got that from Kato, because Kato does that. Kato isn't even Australian, but Kato, every time he was playing Horizon Zero Dawn and he'd see, like, some machine creature moving off in the distance, he'd be like, hello? And I remember being like, okay, well, that's not my first thought if I see, like, a machine saber-tooth tiger coming after me. But it was just such a funny reaction, and I just kind of picked up on it. Oh, Cage, thank you. Thank you so much. Okay, I don't know why I didn't have those up. That's why my alert didn't work, because I had it, like, invisible. I don't know why. How far would you guys say I am in the game? Halfway? Over halfway? Maybe? Oh. Is this where we're gonna learn a song now? Did we learn a song before? 3/4? Really? 3/4? You think so? I still have 2 temples left plus Ganon's place. Robopocalypse. I'm sorry. What am I supposed to say, Fresh? Please say it is not enough to live together in peace with one race on its knees. It is not enough to live together in peace with one race on its knees. That's from what now? That sounds like a movie quote. 2 temples, Ganon's castle, and don't forget the bottom of the well. Oh, that is right. You know what, though? I do enjoy the bottom of the well more than I enjoy the Shadow Temple. The Shadow Temple tried to be the bottom of the well, and it just didn't do it for me. Sorry, he gone. Oh, nope, there is, surprise. This moment wasn't homoerotic at all. Monk, you are not very, very perceptive. Like, I don't know. Sheik staring longingly at Lonk. Oh,
Do I have time to do it? Am I gonna miss it? Ah! Yeah! Boom! Saved me some trouble at the end of the game. I forgot about that. Oh, wait! I thought those were light arrows. Where do you get light arrows? I have to go all the way over there. Hey! Isn't there a place in the Gerudo Fortress or something that's almost like a temple? I feel like I've only done it once. I'm about 3 temples too early for the light arrows. That's what I thought. Lonk with the honking badongadonga. Lonk has no badongadong. He has no butt. Lonk is super, super slender. Is there anything I need to do here? I mean, I know there's the scarecrow over there, but like, does that really matter if I'm not collecting pieces of hearts? And there's the fishing place. I think we can just move right on. Gerudo Training Grounds. Oh, that's what they're called. Got it. Where? Meh. Wait, isn't there a thing here? This is a thing. This is like a hole in the ground to fall into for reasons. I don't know what's in here. Oh, I need to go check with the Skulltula house. I don't think you have anything I need. I need to go... Zelda gives you light arrows? Oh, that's right. Oh, Fresh says, I was trying to find a creepy robot quote about human domination. It didn't work. That reminds me of the movie I, Robot. Did you guys like I, Robot? I thought I, Robot was really good. I never read the book though, but I thought the movie was pretty good. I liked it. It's been a really long time since I've seen it, but I really liked it. I thought it was pretty good. I love sci-fi. Oh, she's there! I was just about to call her, but look at that. There's our girl. I liked iRobot before the Will Smith slap. Yeah, there's like pre-Will Smith slap and post-Will Smith slap. Yep. There sure is. I've never thought Will Smith was the greatest actor. I thought he was good in, you know, Independence Day. Thought he was good in iRobot. I haven't seen him in tons of things, honestly. Kill all humans, Bender. The book and the movie have nothing in common? Oh, well, there you go. Then I should probably read the book. I should probably do that. Now we're gonna go to the village and talk to some spider people. Yeah, punches alien in the face. Welcome to Earth. And what is that smell? I heard that was improvised because they were out in like on the salt flats or like somewhere near the Great Salt Lake or something, and it stunk. And so that was improvised. Will Smith was like, "And what is that smell?" I do love Independence Day. I do very, very much. We watch it every year. Every year on July 4th. As one of my favorite speeches. It's good. Have I ever been suspended? Goodness, no. I've never known. Oh! What? Oh my gosh, I forgot about this. I've never been suspended, and as far as I know, Katie's never been suspended either. Well. I'm twisting right now. I don't remember this. I will not. Whoa. Ha! Ha ha! Wow. See you later. I vaguely remember this now. I got detention once. I was just gonna say, there's a very defined outline of a booty on Chic. Very, very, very much. Katie got detention? I've never gotten detention either, I don't think. She's carrying around that cake. Hold on. Do you go into the bottom of the well when you're a kid or when you're less of a kid? Because you're still a kid. Do you have to go into the... I don't remember. You have to go as a little boy? Okay. Weak. I got detention not once, but twice. Yeah, I've never had detention. I don't think. No, I never got into trouble at school. I hated getting into trouble. I was a good student. I was a really good kid. I never got into trouble. And I got pretty good grades, and I was not a troublemaker at all. I think Joe, I think our older brother did get, I think he did get detention a couple times. He never got suspended though. Do you even have to do the bottom of the well? Oh, yes, you do, because you need that lens. So did he get detention for just ditching classes usually? Great. Let's learn a song I'm going to butcher. Here we go again. Yeah, it's easy when the notes are there. For me, detention was just boring. What was really punishing was having school on a Saturday. Oh yeah, that would be much worse. I do agree with that, Trekkie. This would make a good metal song. I need to go into the spider house. Oh, I remember how to get into the bottom of the well. That's right. Here we go again. I don't even remember what I said. I posted that. I made that little tiny video of me struggling so much with the ocarina. I made that into a YouTube short, and it got 1,500 views in the first 27 minutes. Hasn't hardly had any views since. But the YouTube algorithms are so weird. I cannot figure out. I can't figure it out. Yeah, I think the hashtags I used were like Zelda, Twitch, and gaming. 1,500 views. But then again, that was also from like the shorts feed, you know, where people are just like scrolling up. Hey-o. I have so many. No, just 2. Yeah. I don't use TikTok because I couldn't control myself with TikTok. So even though I told myself I only have TikTok because I'm posting on it, I would sit and scroll through TikTok, and I hated myself for it because it was awful. But YouTube Shorts is kind of the same, you know, it's kind of the same thing. I got the Giants wallet. What's the biggest wallet you can get in this game? Oh, hey, it's Pleb! How are you? Okay, wait, did I pronounce that right? I think I did. I really love that emote. 500 of those views were Michael. Oh, I struggled so much with the Nintendo Switch Online controls. They're terrible. Legend of Zelda Ocarina joystick. Joystick Ocarina. That's what it was. Something like that. I don't remember what it was. The Giant's Wallet, that's the biggest one. You can only have 500 rupees? What? Lame. Okay, so we have to go back to... Oh, what was that song? You know what? Instead of being an idiot and trying to figure it out on my own, why don't I just pause and look at the songs, okay? I think it's this one. Da-na, da-na-na-na. Okay. Uh-huh. Okay. All right, I think I've got it. I think I can do this. Oh, I was really low. Okay, yeah! The game didn't do great with money in this game. I think it was Twilight Princess, which was the first one that ever let you go up to 1,000. And then Breath of the Wild. Yeah, I was just going to say what Trekkie said. Breath of the Wild, where you can like totally max out almost at... Can you max out at 1 million? Really? I've never done that. 100,000? Which is the way it should be, honestly. Like, why put a cap on it? I feel like Twilight Princess did a bad job at making us, like, giving us things to spend our money on. They gave you so many secrets to find those gold, or what are they, gold rupees? Or, yeah, I think they were gold rupees that are worth like 100 rupees or 200 or something like that. They gave you so many of those places, and then they didn't give you anywhere to spend your money, ever. There's fixing the bridge, and then mini games, maybe? I guess there's that armor that uses rupees for life or whatever. I don't know. I just remember being like, there's nothing to spend my money on. I found so many of those chests and there was never anything. Oh yeah, I guess you do. You upgrade Mallow Mart. Okay, so now we can warp. I got it right on the first try. The only way I think you can do that place in the desert is with that armor. I never, you know what? Lies. I think I did do it. I think I did actually finish that place, but only once because it sucked. It was awful. They just don't give you a lot to spend your money on. They just don't. Little Long, a future hip hop superstar. Yeah. Did we already learn the Song of the Storms? I think we did. No. I think that's the last one. Nope, lies. Oh, no, you learn it as an adult. No. Okay. You learn it as an adult, and then you go back and play it as a kid. Okay. I remember. Mallow is the best character in the game. I do agree. With all this talk, we're going to have to play it. DJ needs to see one of the more, I don't want to say better Zelda games, because this one is iconic and it's great and it's nostalgic, but Twilight Princess is better. My opinion. Okay, you ready, old man? Oh, shoot. I wasn't paying attention. Crap! Okay. Dang it! Okay, I need to look at it. What is it? Done. Down, up. Okay. Okay. Why does it do that every time I back out? Okay. There we go. Better. I've thought about it, a Zelda marathon. I'd really love to play Tunic, but Tunic will always be there. But the thing is, we don't know when Tears of the Kingdom is going to be released. So, like, I don't know. They keep giving us these, they keep making these trailers and these announcements and stuff, but, like, we don't know. When was the last thing? Like, when was the last date? May? I mean, there are definitely enough Zelda games. Sorry, dude. Sorry, my dude. I'd watch you paint the side of a house. Oh, that's so nice. Okay. So if you want to play all those Zelda games, you play all those Zelda games. I mean, it would be fun. We've got Link's Awakening remake. We've got Minish Cap. We have Twilight Princess. And we have... There's so many more. Oh, Link to the Past. I've got to play Link to the Past. Link to the Past is a great one. Maybe that's the one I'll do next because I have it on Nintendo Switch Online. That's a great one. Okay, so when I was a kid and I found this place, I was like, I think I just found a secret. I think I just found a secret and nobody else knows about this place. I thought I was so cool. Lonk to the Past, yes. Yeah, he's always sleeping, isn't he? Wake up, Lonk. Okay, ready to have your mind blown? Boom. This place is so creepy. Even the floors are like tinted red. That was amazing. Lonk, blank, lunk. Clipper. No, Skipper, Bud, Cletus. Is this thing invisible? Can you not actually see him? Or is he just always... The hit sequel to Link to the Past, Lonk to the Past, or Lonk to the Future. Oh, there's Link Between... Oh, he is not invisible. Nope. There's Link Between Worlds, which is also really, really fun. Link Between Worlds was great. I don't even remember... Oh. I think one of my biggest beefs also with the... Okay. Sweet. With this place was that it has the same music as the Spirit Temple, and I wanted there to be different music. So, spoiler, Spirit Temple has this... Or, I'm sorry, not Spirit Temple. Shadow Temple. Redeads freak me out to this day. I agree with you. Redeads are scary. Do I remember all the places that are invisible? I don't... No. Clearly not. Okay. I'm not going to take those chances. I just need to... Oh. Oh! Can he suck you through the thing? I feel like there's a locked door in here. Yep. Oh, that's right. DJ's like, I don't listen to this music. This music is actually super iconic Zelda music. I promise. Everybody, like, this music was like... It is. It's iconic. What do you have to say to me? Oh my gosh. Wow. I forgot about that. Well, there you go. The animation in Wind Waker makes them less creepy. Oh, wait a minute. Are there redeads in Wind Waker? I totally forgot that. I've only played Wind Waker once, and I liked it, but I played it after... Oh, magic. I played it after Twilight Princess, so I remember going to one of the Zelda concerts and asking a girl there. She was sitting next to me. She was there by herself. I remember asking her what her favorite Zelda song was. That's what I needed. Right there. They're blue and have giant mouths and red eyes. Yeah, I don't remember that. It's been so long. Don't you dare give me a hug. But I remember her saying, I think my favorite Zelda game is The Wind Waker. And I was like, really? It just seemed... That makes no sense. I wasted a bomb to come back here and find a freaking bomb flower? What? Okay. The Twilight Princess ones are scary? Wait a minute. Are there redeads in... It's Ooh Mike! I love that name. It's Ooh Mike! I love that. Ooh, it's Mike! That's so great. Welcome. How are you? Is this where I came in? The mummy? There are mummies in Twilight Princess. How do I not remember mummies? Where? Where did you find them? I don't even recall mummies in Twilight Princess. All that are coming to my mind are the Gibdos. Ooh, Mike! I love that. Where did I come in? Over here with the fire? No, not over here with the fire. Your favorite temple is the desert temple. How do you not know? Oh, that's right. Oh, and they have those ones that are like, they have the freaking skeleton. Are these the mummies you guys are talking about? The skeleton things that like lift up out of the ground and they come after you and they, oh, those scared me so much. You're right. I shoot those things with bomb arrows, man. I do not mess around. Oh, hello. I do not mess around. I shoot them from afar because I do not like the way they move. I don't like the way they come near me. No, thank you. Mm-mm.
Hey, I think you're really cool.
Thanks for no! Oh my gosh, dang it! No, crap. Oh my gosh. Thanks for following my channel. Ooh, Mike. Okay, well, that's what the Redeads do. If he grabs me again, I'm dead. Nothing I could do but yell when these birds attacked me. I am scared of you. Thanks for the follow. No, he's not. Just wants to give you a time to save the miracle with a hug. Your fairies. Come. This is no place to die. Well, I'm just gonna leave him there. I can get this map and I can just be out on my way. Nope, not worth it. No way. Not when I have 3 hearts. At this point, I'd have what? Oh, pfft. Great. I'm sorry, 3/4 of a heart. Thank you. At this point, I'd have how many hearts? Like 6? No. Oh. Well, there are 2. I'd have what? Do the reeds in the poison water look like hands? Absolutely. They are. They're hands. They're not reeds. They're hands. Cool. Great. That is a great detail. When I tried to run, I failed. Then these kids start laughing. Where is the other one?
Be the banana. Oh, I'll be the banana. Where is the other thing? The other silver thing. Rupee. You guys know what I mean. Ooh, Mike, have you played this game? Okay, well, it's not up there. Where is it? Is it invisible? I think I fell down here too early. Oh. Unless it's hidden back there. What does it even do? More bombs. Oh. I thought that was... Oh, I get it. You can fall in here in multiple places. That is why there are multiple weird little dead ends. I gotcha. And those bomb flowers. In case you're out of bombs. Ba 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 na. Ba 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 na. Ba 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 na. Don't love the minions, but I thought there was another silver rupee somewhere around here. Am I missing one? I swear. Oh, what? You play like a song and like a fairy comes out of the ground or something? And then got hit in the neck by a hexack. Where'd it come from? I'm all over on my pitch on that. I cannot remember what pitch I started with. Okay, am I missing I feel like I'm missing something. Maybe there's one that's invisible and I'm not supposed to be here yet, because maybe if I would have listened to what that thing had to say, it would have said, be careful, there's a hole right in front of you. And then I walked right into said hole. Go to the very top. Is there one up here? Maybe? I don't even know what they do. Oh! So they are important. Okay. Cool. Oh, no. Oh. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Is this where I came in? No. No, this is not. This is another invisible room that I don't know where to... I don't know. Oh. Okay. We are not gonna fall down that hole. The timer did not trigger for my redeem. Oh, that's because... Did you trigger... Wait. Which one did you redeem?
Play the sun song. Oh, playing the sun song. Okay, you know what? You're right. It did not trigger. And I missed that one. Dang it. I'm sorry. I owe you one. That says, literally, look out for holes in the ground. And then I walked right into one. I have 0 beans. Should probably put bomb juice there? I don't know. Boomerang? I don't know. What's helpful down here? I'll refund you your points for those. Or for that. Since I was not paying attention. I'll tell you what, I was paying attention. Oh, this is... Yes, I remember. Don't play it next time you fall. Dang it. I would create like a special like command to be like, hey, you missed it or something, but then people would just, I'm afraid people would just spam it. Okay. You know what you know what I do remember? There's a hole over there. Oh, that, beans! Everybody just needs to calm down. Oh my gosh. You know what? You're not even worth it. No, it's fine. I don't even need to get over there. It's fine. Great Scott. I'm scared. There's probably a big old hole right there too, and I can't see it. Oh, I do have a slingshot. I'm beating right now. That's right. Okay. Whoops. Definitely not what I was meaning to do. Where am I supposed to go now? Oh, yes, I remember. Holy cow, it's 3? Great, googly moogly. Heart? Stick. Cool. Well, I can stream until 3:30 today because I don't have to go get Charlotte from the bus. I also have bombs. I'm American. I'm beaning right now. Oh, look who's in charge now. Oh, what? That's right, you take more hits. That's not what I wanted. Great. Just ensure that I can hit him. I know what's coming! Oh, that's helpful. This is a bad situation.
I understand!
Oh yeah, we definitely need to overwrite. I think I know what's coming. Okay. Crap. Dang it! Oh, that's right. And the first time you fight this guy.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, what?
First time you fight this guy, you don't have the thing, so you don't know where he is. Okay. He could be anywhere. Sometimes you get lucky and you can bring him up out of the ground without getting caught by one of them hands. Because he doesn't come up until you get him, until you get caught by one of those hands. Crap. Knowing my luck, he's gonna be like right there. Oh, see, there he is. Oh my gosh. Okay, here's the dead hand or whatever it is. He doesn't look anything like a hand, but... Am I doing this right? Can I hit him with the thing? No. Okay. Can I get him? Oh. Now I just gotta throw bombs everywhere else? Yeah, why do they call him the dead hand? He has many hands. Are those all his hands? This is so weird. This is like Majora's Mask stuff. I'm gonna waste all my bombs. I'm gonna have to be grabbed. He looks handsy. I don't want him to be handsy. Crap! All the drats. If I get grabbed, he's gonna freaking come around and he's gonna be right there. I know he is. Yeah. Yeah. Where's consent, man? You didn't ask me if I wanted to be grabbed. Wait, the walls are made of skulls. Yes, they are. They are indeed. Can I, like, play a little song and it'll come up out of the ground? I don't even remember where I've thrown... Ah! No! Ugh! No! Oh my gosh, that is the worst! Oh my gosh. Talk about bad freaking luck. Oh, that scared me so bad. My heart is racing. Let go of my purse! This game sucks. I don't know you! Where'd you go, you dead hand? Don't want to get close. Where'd you go? I'm gonna use all my bombs before I let one of those things grab me again. Because you know... Oh, there he is! I got him! Oh, he's so gross! No. Bad. Oh! Oh! Oh my gosh! Let go of my purse! I don't know you! Oh man, I don't have the Master Sword. That's why he takes... Do you fight him in the spirit? What the heck is this? Wow. I didn't know that was there! Of course you wouldn't know that was there, because you don't fight him with the lens. Oh my gosh. Sneaky, sneaky devs. Sneaky, sneaky. Wow. Where... Oh! Crud! For heck's sakes! Huh. No! This is it. This is it. You're going down, man. You are going down, down. Oh, look at that. Oh, Din's fire. I should have used Din's fire. Ew, look at him. He's twitching. Gross. No, 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 no.
Yes,
No.
queen!
I mean, you also get it after this fight. Not so sneaky. Oh, that's true. Okay, you are right. Lens of truth. Mysterious things are hidden everywhere. I hate that it uses magic. That sucks. It's like you're just looking through a lens, man. But I guess you have to, like, power it on. Okay. Ugh. I am not a fan. That is definitely one of the creepiest... That's one of the creepiest Zelda creatures, I think. And that terrified all of us as youngsters. Freaking dead hand. I think I played this whole place when with the lights out because my friend was with me. He poops magic. The dead hand does? Or Lonk does? Hands down, the creepiest. Wow. I couldn't think of anything else to say. Okay. Where? Oh. Would you look at all these fancy things? Yeah, they are right. There is mysterious stuff everywhere. Oh! I know where to use that. Oh. What? That sucks, man. I thought I was safe. Boo. Nope, that is not what I wanted. Okay, there's nothing secret. Nothing secret here. Not in this corner. Secrets. Oh, I don't want to hide there. Oh. Oh, my. Oh. Oh, I do remember this. I think there's a creepy hand in here. Not one of the... Oh! Ah! Ah! Whew. I think there's a creepy hand that, like, crawls around on the floor? Or is it a wall master that comes down from the ceiling? I don't remember.
Prime time. We all got covered, yo.
Get out of town. Yeah.
I can't tell you.
Oh, sounds like Bubs just woke up. Little bit.
Yo.
Hey, yo, yeah. Ayo, indeed. The wall master has fight me. Really?
Okay, so hang on.
All that for freaking Deku nuts? Boo. So dumb. So dumb and lame. Okay, there's a hole there. Oh, can't see that hole. Okay. Oh, they are wall masters. Okay. That is the opposite of what I wanted. I don't think that's where I want to use my key. Oh, now I have 2 locked rooms to decide. I'm scared. I don't understand. How do I... It's not possible to get stuck, right? Ooh, I do not want to fall down that hole. There are multiple locked rooms. Okay. I actually... Oh, hello. Thanks, trusty. Okay, really? It keeps thinking I'm pushing over to the left. I had a phone call. What is your concern? My concern is the fact that there are 2 locked doors and I have to decide which one to use my key in. But it's not possible to get stuck in a dungeon, right? Like, that's not possible. I don't think it is possible. I think you can just... Oh, there's a thing. Oh, you can walk slowly along the... Honestly, this dungeon is one where you don't have to complete much beyond getting the special item. Oh, that's true. You're right. You don't actually have to finish this place because there isn't really a boss, is there? I mean, isn't there a second dead hand? But you don't actually have to... Again! Never underestimate a glitch expert. They will find a way to soft lock it. So, can you get stuck? I think Zelda games, I don't think you're supposed to be able to get stuck.
Oh my gosh!
Think...
This is terrible!
Oh, surprise. This is probably the compass. Okay, so what do I do? Do you guys want me to, do you guys want me to finish this, or should I just go straight to the Shadow Temple now? Because it's true, you're right. You don't actually have to finish this place. Well, I'm not getting smacked again by that guy. Make your way to the Shadow Temple? I think you're probably right. I didn't even think about that. You're right. I don't have to finish this place. I guess if maybe you're looking for like a piece of heart or something. But now that I have the lens, let's just go. Can you warp out of a temple? Like if I play... Oh, you can? No. Oh, nice. Does it warp you to the place you want to go? Oh, you can! Oh! Well, honestly, the Shadow Temple is very similar. There's really kind of not much else. You saw the dead hand, man. You've seen it. Sorry, DJ. You're not missing that much, honestly. You got a taste of what's to come in the Shadow Temple. Now it's time to grow up. Sorry, not sorry. Yeah, it's basically a continuation of the well. Like, there's no boss fight, I don't think. Unless you... Don't you fight the dead hand a second time, I think? But this time you have the lens. Or do you fight a dead hand in the Shadow Temple? Because I don't even remember. I wouldn't be surprised either way, honestly. Oh. That's the right song, right? The OP sword? Are you talking about the Bigoran sword or whatever? I haven't decided yet. Like I said, I remember doing it once and being like, ugh, this is so long and drawn out. But see, the sword breaks, though. It breaks. So it's not even really worth it. Because then you have to take it back and get it, repaired. Din's fire. Fire. Okay. Well, this is gonna come in handy. He's a big Goron, right. Oh, that's the giant's knife? What is the OP sword? Like, I know in Link to the Past you can get your sword tempered, which is the only way to play through that game, to be totally honest. But I don't know what the OP sword is. Bigoran sword is OP? OP stands for, overpowered. Yes, that's right. Thank you. I have a feeling my streams are going to have to start at 1 now instead of 12:45. As Auden gets older, her nap time shrinks, and unfortunately it cuts in. You lose all defenses, but get double damage. This sounds vaguely familiar, but whoops. Oh, you can turn that on while you're... Oh, well, that's fine. Oh, that's it. Right there. That's the one. Wait, what? Yes. I feel like I've always been given that option, but I've never taken it because I didn't want my defenses to be taken away. And hello, I've got 3 hearts. I need all the defenses I can get. So, I mean, I guess I can get that extra defense. Wait, wasn't that supposed to... Oh, I was going to say, wasn't that supposed to do something? I guess I can get that special extra defense from the fairy, I think it is. I love this little sign. You're in a temple, but here's a little wooden sign. Give you the deets. Because you can't shield. Oh, because it's a 2-handed sword. Oh. One who gains the eye of truth will be able to see what is hidden in the darkness. You know, you could make this temple harder and just not tell me that. Here is gathered Hyrule's bloody history of greed and hatred. Cool. Whoops. That's not what I wanted, but okay. It's because this is a joystick, and so sometimes it thinks I'm... Why? Why? Why are you telling me this? I don't care. What was that? A ruby. I'll take a ruby. I am turtles. Why? I hate this joystick thing. Yes. Yes. Thank you. Thanks. Uh-huh. Oh, yeah. 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 Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Seriously. They didn't... Oh! They didn't... Oh, Kate, thanks. They didn't have to tell me that. They could have made this temple harder if they just wouldn't have told you that. The best defense is good offense. No one can kill you if there's no one to kill you. Yeah, it's just annoying. It's like, yep, okay, this is a spooky place. Lonk, why you gotta be just tall enough to not hit those pots, man? I think it's in... Why? I don't remember that happening in... I don't remember that happening in the original one. I don't remember that happening every single time you... Okay. Oh, what? Well, okay. I ain't scared now. Although, I just realized I don't have a lot of bombs left. Oh, ha! Yes, I do. Okay, see? There's that spot on the ground that disappears. He's hiding right there. See, there's that hole, or that spot on the ground. And then when I take the lens away, that's how you know. That's how you know. Oh, I've got the Master Sword now. This fight's going to be easy peasy if I can stay away from those hands. I like that you hit him 3 times with your kid sword and he turns around. You hit him 3 times with the Master Sword and he also turns around. The pots or the text? I don't remember the I don't remember the text popping up every single time in the like original version, but maybe I'm wrong. Insert NBC, the more you know here. Now you know. Isn't that from Bill Nye? Now you know. The more you know. Ugh, yes. Cage sent me a video of this, of somebody doing a realistic, like, Unreal Engine type look, like, drawing of this guy. Pure nightmare fuel. Absolutely disgusting. Will you remember that? I don't remember that at all. It's annoying as heck. What the heck, man? I say that so often. I say that so often in my life. Anytime something happens, I'm like, what the heck, man? Or I'll say it to Charlotte. What the heck, man? Boom. Yeah. Yeah, you're not so scary. Oh, what? Why didn't that work? For sure. Did Heckman not work? Oh, no. Oh, there's a... That's gonna be really obnoxious if that's gonna be the case. The more you know was a thing from NBC. But Bill did have a did you know? Yeah, did you know that? Now you know. Whoa, what?
Get on out of here.
I forgot you got these in this temple. I thought you got them in the Spirit Temple. Be brave and trust in the boots. Okay, wait. The only reason I can think of that Heckman isn't working is because it's stuck on visible. Yep. Boom. See, so that's what happens. I have this little like script in OBS that turns off all my audio sources right after they play. And that's what caused all those problems with when all my commands broke, because I went in to manually shut them all off. But it's complicated, but I'd like to be able to manually shut them all off with a StreamerBot command, because then it doesn't get stuck. But sometimes with this little script that shuts all my audio sources off automatically, things get stuck. So it should work now. Did I miss this? Oh! Oh! Oh, crap. I can't play the Sun song. Gosh dang it. I'm a stool. Sit on me. Nope. No. Stools don't talk. Did buy work as well? Did any of those work? Well, that one worked. Let me go to my... I'm twisting right now. Okay, twisting just happened. Yeah, those ones should have worked. Did they work? The Bye and the Heckman, did they work? Ah! 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 Oh my gosh! This is terrible! Oh. You cannot give me a hug. Did Heckman get stuck again?
It's prime time.
Oh my gosh. Oh! I thought he was... That should not have happened, Self. You should have been paying attention. Okay, well, Bye worked. But what the heck, man? Keeps getting, like, stuck. Oh, come on! Yeah! Take it. Okay.
I understand!
Is it Heckman that keeps getting, oh, whoops, that's not what I'm looking for. Is it Heckman that keeps getting stuck? No? That one's not. Yeah, I wish, I would rather have, oh, this is a big chest. What the heck, man? Oh, okay. I would rather have StreamerBot shut it off automatically, like individually with each command, than have it all automatic, because I do feel like they get stuck in being visible, because then if the media source becomes visible and then StreamerBot makes it visible, and then the little script I've got plugged, like it's like a plugin in OBS, will just turn off any media source just by itself, like automatically. But I've noticed that they get stuck, and when the source is made visible and it shows up, sometimes it gets stuck on visible, and that way if somebody tries to access it again or try to make it happen again, it won't trigger because it's already visible, if that makes sense. Big brain time. So I'd like to have them all shut off, like, because of StreamerBot, but it's complicated because of the way I have it set up, it's complicated. Is it gonna talk to me again? You need the eye of truth. Oh, I see now. So you legit cannot make that jump without these hover boots? Woo! Okay, now here's where, like, the legit real temple starts. Like, that's like the warm-up. The well was kind of like the warm, like the lukewarm up. And then that part was like the warm up. And this is where, like, the legit real temple starts. Oh, what? Wait a minute. But, oh, thank you. Fake walls. I think this is a bomb wall. Alrighty then. Oh.
Alrighty then.
Okay. So good.
Alrighty then.
BMOS. Skyward Sword BMOS is the best BMOS design. Shoot. I cannot even remember what they look like. Oh! Oh, crap! Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, my gosh. Okay, we got him. Oh, there's another one. Why? Oh, no. Oh, he's gonna jump on me. Consent! They were in the sand dungeon. Well, I know, but I'm not supposed to be using the sun song. I owe that to... Oh, Chondros. So I said this in the Discord, but there is a kid in my Sunday school class. I teach Sunday school for my church. And there is a kid in my Sunday school class, and his name is Alejandro. And
For the life of me, I kept almost calling him Alcandros. Almost every time. It was a time. I was having a hard time. Every time. I had to, like, really think about what I was gonna say. What I was gonna call him. Alejandro, do you have anything to add? Sunday school equal bunny tossing. Oh, yes, so much. Yeah. That was a really hard cowling, or like our voluntary positions. We call them cowlings. That was really hard because I was with all those little kids and they were so angry all the time because it was like 3 o'clock in the afternoon and I was cranky and they were cranky and we were all cranky and it was just a bad time all around. It was awful. Oh, she was so mean. She was the nastiest little girl. Oh, she was the nastiest little girl. I like felt for her mom because her mom was like super tired all the time and she had like 4 kids under the age of 5 and I don't really know how that happens, but I guess I do know how that happens. But I just like, wow, she just had lots of kids. There's a hole. And she was so overwhelmed all the time and like I get it, but at the same time, like that little girl was just, she was awful. Awful, awful, awful. I hate to say it, but like, she gave me an opportunity to like teach Charlotte how not to act, you know? Like, it'd be like, okay, so you remember when so-and-so got so mad because she couldn't hold the baby Jesus? Because that's when it happened. I think it was a sheep. No, yes, I think it was a sheep. And she chucked it at me because she was so mad she didn't hold on to baby Jesus. And I was like, well, maybe if you were paying attention, you would have grabbed baby Jesus. But no, you weren't paying attention, so you get a sheep. She was so mad. So mad. So she chucked the sheep at me. I have never in my life felt so angry at a small child. I googled bunny tossing. Yeah, no, you can't do that. I gotta go wake my baby here in a second. I hate that this guy comes back every time, you know? Like, why can't you just stay dead? Like, who's building these guys? Huh? Yeah, she chucked a sheep at me. She was so mad. But I did. I used her as an example. I'd be like, Charlotte, so you know how so-and-so acted today? That is not
how we act. If we really want something, that is not how we treat mama, or that is not how we treat other people. And Charlotte got it. Like, even Charlotte, even at like 3, she knew that little girl was totally out of line. I felt bad for the mom, but at the same time, I was like, well, at one point, oh my gosh, why are there so many of you? Whistles innocently. What's going on, buddy? How's that floor tasting? We are struggling. Holy mother of... Do bunnies pick things up and toss them when they get mad? They pick up their empty bowl. Ah! Throw it. D. Scheidler! How are you, D. Scheidler? How's it going? How are you? Oh, I bet there's another one. Show enough. I'm gonna go get my baby here in a second. Yeah. Do you all remember when we were playing Little Nightmares and there was a child-sized guillotine? Yeah? Remember that? Because I do. Totally remember that. I also remember this room very much. This isn't like, aren't temples supposed to be kind of like nice places? Because this is not a nice place. This is the worst. I love how Skulltulas are like, ha, I'm invincible from this direction. I'm gonna shake around for a little bit and turn around. Showing my vitals. Or for fun, Scrubs does that. He just moves his toys around. He doesn't really play with them. That's actually adorable. Okay, here's a guy, right? Yes, he pops up every time. But of course, he doesn't actually end up falling off, right? Can you knock him off? See ya. Wouldn't want to be ya. Am I going in the right direction? Is there a key? Nope. cool. There are lots of bun toys designed for tossing. I did not know that. When in doubt, use Din's Fire. Truth. I forgot. I keep forgetting. Ho ho. Surprise! Whoa. But watch, I can shoot through it. See? Oh, yeah. Okay. There is a... Oh, that's right. There are a bunch of bats. The bats aren't invisible, are they? Okay, that's not doing anybody any good. That's not doing nothing for nobody, which probably means it's doing something for somebody. Yes, you are stationary. Oh, do you have to kill all the bats to get that open? Oh, I bet you do. Well, she slept this whole time. I put her down at 1 instead of 12:45, and she slept this whole time. So I think that's probably what I'm going to try for the next 2 weeks, is putting her down at 1, because I've noticed over the last couple weeks that when I put her down at 12:45, and it's not that big of a difference, like, you know, it's only 15 minutes, but I've just noticed she fights it more if I put her down at 12:45, and I have more days than not where she fights her nap and then doesn't end up napping at all, which is a huge problem. So you can fight me. You can fight me. So my streams will start at 1 but you know what? They've always kind of started closer to 1 ever since I started putting her down at 12:45 anyway, because I have to put her down at 12:45 and then come in here, get started. I've got like the little timer that goes on, you know? My streams end up starting closer to 1 anyway. Whee! Huzzah! What was the point? Oh. Secrets! There you go. Going full elementary school taunts on here. What? That is... what? I thought there was a key in here. This room is pointless? Huh. Okay, it had a Skulltula. Cool. Why the heck? That's it. That's all there is to this room? That's it? Some arrows? And 5 rupees? That seems really odd. That they would go through that whole mess of a designing this room and creating that big old thing that's like invisible just for 5 rupees and some arrows and some hearts? What the heck, man? Okay, I need to go wake Auden. Let me go get her. Hold on. Bang, bang, shoot, shoot, shoot. Bullet, bullet, bullet.
Hey, yo.
Let's dance. Let's just dance. Let's dance. What the heck, man? Suze, 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 Suze. Here's a baby. I just grabbed her some milk. Hello? Yeah. Waking up is hard.
Kind of like a baby. Kind of like a baby.
Alcondros is blocked from commands? What? Are none of the commands that Alcondros types in working? But didn't you make them work earlier? Are they not working? Oh, that's a bummer. Can you guys hear her little cup?
Take it, take it, take it, take it, take it, take it, take it.
Hi, sweet darling.
Sour,
What?
show some.
You want to see some? Man, they are. They aren't working for Alcondros. I wonder why. Did they somehow get like...
Kind of like a baby.
Oh, these are... Okay, wait. These are commands. Everybody should be allowed to do them. That is so weird. F for Alcondros indeed. Understand. Oh, I understand. But you were doing them earlier, weren't you? Yeah, I don't have you blocked on any of them. That's so weird. That sucks. Maybe I'm built different. I can't stream much longer.
I'm twisting
anyway.
right now. Got this little bubby.
This cup, as she's sucking the milk out of it, is making the weirdest sounds. Okay, you just drink your little milk, sweet girl. And I will... This room is pointless, so that's cool. Did I get anything out of this room? Yep, she's just drinking. Huh. She's starting to learn her colors. There's a game she plays on my phone that's she's starting to think of color, like she's starting to be able to say her colors. She's at that age right now where, oh, Alcondros, I'm so sorry. I wonder, I mean, you know what I'll do? Hold on. Let me quit out of StreamerBot really fast, and then I'll launch it again. There's got to be something that got stuck. Okay. That understand isn't going to work because I had StreamerBot closed. Do I even have to? No. Yes. What you waiting on, coward?
Kind of
Oh
like a baby.
man, my sword wasn't even out. Gosh dang it. Okay.
I understand.
Oh, yay! Okay, it worked. So it was something with StreamerBot then. I'm so sorry. Wow, these guys take a lot of hits with the Master Sword. The heck, man? I know. What are you waiting for, coward?
That was good.
Oh, I love all my commands. We've got good times that happen with those commands. You see a bunny? No, there aren't any bunnies. Ooh, that is far down there. Is that a locked door over there? I can't tell where I am supposed to go. Oh my gosh! This is terrible! Oh, Link, Lonk. You are sad today. Huh? That cup. The cup sounds like it's screaming. What them shoulders do, Susie? They dance. Shoulder dance. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, first try! And I got some bombs. Oh no, I'm gonna die. Oh. I mean, I have 2 fairies, but I'd rather not waste 2 fairies on something so dumb. Oh! You know, Bubs, if you would just sit here and, like, drink your drink like this, we could just stream together. I forgot about this room. Wow, there's so many chests in here. Wow. Oh, surprise. Oh, I do remember this. Okay. I do remember this. So many things. Thank you. She's a little cutie patoot, huh? Your cup's sure making a lot of sounds. We had our grandma come over earlier today. That was really fun. She brought Charlotte a nutcracker, like a legit nutcracker, and we did all these. Oh no, is it not working again? What the heck is happening with my commands and Alcondros? Why is those things?
A heart?
A heart? Do you see hearts? Can you count? Can you say 1? Can you say 1? Oh, do you want to put a sticker on Mama? I forgot I had stickers on my face. Can you say 1? Yeah. Can you say 1, 2? Stickers. The small 8-legged creature ascends the liquid drain. Then liquid flows, its grip it can't maintain. Star makes the drain dry as it was before, and the small 8-legged creature ascends the drain once more. She seems nonplussed. Are those stickers? Little cutie pie honey muffin, huh? With Christmas break. Oh, did we stick a sticker on ourselves? That's where she thinks they go. Because she sees them on me all the time. Alcondros, I don't know what's happening with the commands for you. I don't know what the deal is. I'm so sorry. That's a bummer. That's a bummer. Well, since she's finished her milk, and since we just made it to this very exciting, super crazy room. Oh man, look at all those chests. And since Link is about to die, literally, I think this is where we're going to leave it for today, now that she's done and all that stuff. With Christmas around the corner, nah, I'm not taking any time off from streaming, no. I'll stream my regular times. My streams will start at 1, so my streams will start about 15 minutes later. I'm going to test that out for the next, like, while Charlotte's not in school. So with Christmas being on a Sunday, I kind of, oh yes, thank you. I kind of thought about doing like an extra stream or something, but, you know, we'll be spending Christmas Day together, but, I'm not taking any time off of streaming because, I mean, Andrew's going to be working and Charlotte, you know, Bubs is going to be sleeping anyway, and Charlotte likes to do her screen time anyway. So yeah, I'll stream on Wednesday and then I'll stream on Friday and then I'll just stream regular next week as well. I can let me know in the Discord if you guys would like to do a movie weekend like on like New Year's Eve day. We can do that. Are you having so much fun putting stickers on your face? Yes. Oh, Gigil. I could just eat you. You know that? I could just eat you up. So there's an idea. You could those stickers make it look as though you're crying blood. We could do a movie day, like we could do the movie watch party on New Year's Eve day. I mean, I don't know. I hesitate to do it on a holiday weekend too, because I don't want people to like feel bad if they already have plans or like whatever, but we aren't going anywhere. We are just around here. So, as I was saying earlier too, I thought about doing some baking streams this week, but with Charlotte, but I don't know how to do that because my face cam that's behind my monitors or my TV screens or whatever, it's a pain. It's not something I can really move. And so I have this camera that I use for my cross stitching. I have that. So I could potentially just stream us in the kitchen, but then you guys wouldn't really be able to see what we're doing. I don't have a third camera that I can put unless I used my phone, but anyway. So I'm not quite sure how to make that work. So I don't know if I'll be able to do any baking streams with Charlotte this but I'm also open to like, playing Among Us or something like that. Let me know in the Discord if there's anything you guys would like to do because there's a chance. I mean, Ander will be taking guided trips this weekend because after we got our air conditioning fixed, he'll take all the trips he can get. So he's not working on Christmas Eve day. He is not taking any trips on Christmas Day, but he doesn't take trips on Sundays anyway. But like Christmas Eve day, we don't really have any plans going on or anything like that. And New Year's Eve day or New Year's Eve day, we don't have any plans or anything either. There's a chance that Ander will be busy that day because a lot of people will be kind of like, what do we do? I know, let's go fishing, You want more? I have more. Here. So, I'm definitely open to that, but you liked the watch party last weekend? Oh, I'm so glad, Femi. It was so funny because I just remember, I mean, I have my memories of that play, but watching it again, I just remember being like, there are probably a few people here that are probably like, what the heck is this? And maybe you were that way and maybe you enjoyed it also as well. I'm not really sure, but that's what I grew up with. And I went to see that play so many times. The humor is definitely not for everybody, but I'm glad you had a good time. I'm glad you enjoyed yourself. We always have a good time when we get together, but the next watch party will be Megamind, and I am 100% open to doing that on like New Year's weekend. I don't know if anybody has plans or if anybody's traveling or whatever, but I'd also like to plan the Megamind watch party for a time when most people will be available, and I know a lot of people are traveling. So I don't want to make people be like, oh man, I have to miss that because I'm going to be doing this or whatever. But yeah, we're not doing anything. So we can kind of figure it out, on the Discord and stuff, make some tentative plans. But this is where I'll leave it for today. So I'll be back on Wednesday. Stream will start 15 minutes later than it normally does. So it'll start at 1 instead of 12:45, but that's more accurate anyway. We are putting our stickers all over this tablecloth, aren't we? You bet. We're having a good old time. Here, I'll show you. Stickers. So many stickers, huh? But as always, I just want to tell you all that I appreciate... Oh, can you stick a sticker on Mama? What do you see? You see your little hand up there? Good riddance, Water Temple. Just wait, DJ. Just wait until we get to Twilight Princess. Because, first of all, it's a better Zelda game all over. The story is great. Animations, I just prefer it. It's my favorite Zelda game. But the Water Temple in that one is so much more... What's the term I would use for it? It doesn't look nearly as, like, regal. It looks very murky and like slimy, and it looks like the bottom of a temple, a temple at the bottom of a lake would look. It's so good. I mean, you can go and look at it on YouTube if you want to. I'm not stopping you. I love all the dungeons. Mostly all the dungeons in Twilight Princess. I don't super care for the very last one in the sky, but I feel like that's also just because they made it harder to quit in the middle of the temple. It's confusing. It's kind of a confusing. Those are Auden's hands. Mine aren't that small. These are mine. Just bubs. Can we say hi? But I just appreciate the follows. I appreciate the resubscriptions and everything. I just appreciate everybody's participation and everybody coming and hanging out with me. Everybody's support. I know that there are a million other places you guys could be, and you guys are hanging out with me, and I love that. So can't let anyone else guide me through the Zeldaverse than you. Well, then once we get closer to the end of this game, we will do another vote. We'll do another poll, and we'll decide on which Zelda game we'll play next. One of these days, I'm gonna have to play. I'm gonna have to play Tunic, but I am definitely not opposed to playing some Zelda games because I do love Zelda and it's great. I also would really like to play Super Metroid at some point, so that also has to be on the list at some point. Yeah, look at all those stickers. Isn't that so fun? So we're going to go get some food, go get something to eat. Those are scissors. Nope. No, ma'am. Not for you. Not for you. And you guys remember that you are amazing and that you matter, and I appreciate each one of you so much. I appreciate those of you that could make it to the watch party last weekend. I had a great time. I love spending time with you guys, and for Christmas, I wish I could spend Christmas I wish I could meet you guys in person. I really do. I wish I could give you all hugs like in real life instead of just virtual ones, huh? Okay. Let's say see you later, alligators. You guys are wonderful. Don't forget how much you matter to me, to everyone. And we'll see all of you guys on Wednesday. Can you say bye? We're going to wave with stickers. Say see you later. See you later. All right. I love you guys. I'll see all of you guys on Wednesday.